Hello, my fellow limitless HBICs. How you doing on this lovely morning, afternoon, or evening? How are you all? How are you? How are things going? How is your mindset? What are you thinking about? Are you being good? Being good? Okay. So, if you need help figuring out what's going on between you and your manifestation, or someone to keep you accountable as you're manifesting, please feel free to email me at manifestingwithkimberly@gmail.com. All of my coaching options in the drop box below and in the screens just went by. There is a little bit of a wait list. Don't stress out. I am coming to you. I don't leave anybody behind. I also go live with a weekly zhuzhing for my channel members. Every single Tuesday, we go live together around 9:30 p.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. No old stories, no circumstances. We don't want them. We don't want them. It's a zhuzhed environment. We want to feel good. We want to feel good. We want to revel in the law of assumption manifestation, not be downtrodden with circumstances. That's not what it's for. That's for coaching. This is for your zhuzhing to keep you on your game. Okay? But yeah, join up, man. I have a great group. I have a great group of people. And they all seem to start getting movement and things going on in their life with their manifestations. It's not me, it's them, but something about that channel membership, and I'm loving every second of it. So also I go live a lot. I go live a lot more than I used to, because I can feel it. I can feel that you guys want to ask me stuff, or that you're stressing out and you need me, and because I hear it every time I go live. So I've been trying to go more, but the guaranteed one is definitely between a Wednesday and a Thursday, meaning the idea is that I go live every single Wednesday, but if something comes up and I can't, I will go live on Thursday. But other than that, I've been adding in more live streams because I just know it's needed. I have TikTok, I have Instagram. Come visit me everywhere, or come and meet me in August. All that info is in the drop box below. So let's talk. Today, I want to talk about the 3D versus our manifestation. I want to make some of you feel better. I want to lower your fears, lower your worries, and I want you to really think about something today when it comes to our manifestations. You know, there's plenty of videos on fears and things like that, and, you know, the what ifs. And I want you to just really, really, really hear me on something. If you are someone in this moment struggling with the what if, the what ifs, what if this doesn't work out? What if I can't do it? What if we really don't have this ability to manifest? What if? Or I'm afraid, or I'm getting intrusive thoughts. I'm getting thoughts that make me feel like I'm never going to be able to do this. And then when I look at my 3D, it doesn't look very good, and it doesn't look like I'm going to get this. I feel this way, Kim. Help me. Okay. So first of all, I want you to realize that I think sometimes when we look at manifestation as from a point A to a point B type of mindset, that for me, I've seen within the community that that can sometimes be a little more difficult. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I do believe that instant manifestation can happen. I do believe it's possible. I think it's more of a quantum jump, you know, a reality shift when you think about it. I do, but that's just my opinion, right? But yes, okay, so I do believe manifestation instantly is absolutely possible. I do believe the moment you have your desire, that is it. It is done. It is created here. I always point to here, but I mean your 4D. It's there. It is there. Subconscious, 4D, 5D, 75,000D, whatever we want to call it, whatever makes you feel better, I think it's done. It is yours. And from there, a series or a bridge of incidents take place to bring you from point A, person without the manifestation, to point B, person with manifestation. And what I want to say to you is this. Some of you fear that when it's all about time, the fearing of when it's going to finally manifest, right? Well, don't think of the phrasing bridge of incidents as it has to equal this long, very long bridge with lots of skinny boards, and all your boards have to be all your incidents before you can get your stuff. Don't look at it from that perspective, because I don't look at it from that perspective, because to me that would make it feel like it can't happen right now, or it can't happen 10 minutes from now. I'm telling you, anything is possible. Your person could show up at the door with a ring to marry you right now. I believe anything is possible, and I think it's important for you to open up your mind and allow that in your life. But what this video is more geared on, not so much of me, trying to get you to open up your box and allow yourself to dream. Allow yourself to believe this is magical, because it is. It is magical. We're creating our desires. But I am sure if you haven't already experienced it, some of you will, that sometimes that 3D really pisses you off. Sometimes that 3D really makes you feel like this shit is not working. I know it because I've lived it too. I know how you're feeling. Some of us, we look at that 3D, and if we see circumstances that don't, in our mind, equal us getting to point B, right? Point B is manifestation. And I understand when 3D circumstances are yucky. It's hard. It's hard to keep that belief within you, right? Or the hope that it's actually working, and even what you need to do to keep on your manifestation game. I get it. I know it can be unfun. It can be a struggle. I know that, okay? But I want you to start looking at your 3D from a different perspective. I want you to look at the 3D. Y'all know my saying. I'm the one who's always said, fuck the 3D. Fuck it. Screw it. Don't worry about it. Keep your focus on your goal. Keep your focus on the end goal. Don't worry about, circumstances out here, because somehow, some way, your subconscious mind, your universe is going to take whatever's out there, flip it around, recalibrate it to bring you your desire. Some of us give up when the circumstances do not, in your logical mind, mean you're getting your shit. So I'm saying, I've said before, leave logic behind. Logic is not our friend. Sometimes it can be. Sometimes we'll bring in logic to help you better understand something. But it's this need for always knowing the how, or figuring out the how. And when our 3D looks like there's no way that can equal I'm getting my manifestation. So obviously we'll use SP. You're manifesting a specific person. They show up in your 3D. You see them. You see them with another person, and that, another lover. And obviously that would not be a fun experience. I know that. But a lot of us shut right down. Manifestation failure. That's exactly where your mindset goes. Manifestation failure. Or you've reached out to SP, and SP has said, pretty much, I'm never coming back. I'm going to be with somebody else. And I've never liked you anyway. Something horrible, right? We sometimes believe so wholeheartedly in what we're seeing in the 3D that we let it throw us off our game and keep us in a victim state. And our states matter. The state we're holding matters. The state we're embodying, the person, the version of ourselves that we are in this moment, it matters. It matters for your own peace of mind. When I say leave logic out, it's because just because you can't figure out with your own logical mind how that scenario, that circumstance could ever equal you getting what you want, doesn't mean that your manifestation has failed. It doesn't mean that. When you allow yourself to not be deterred or thrown off the game. When you allow yourself to not let the 3D circumstances kick you out of a more beneficial state or throw you off your manifestation game, that is you allowing that manifestation to come to you. It's allowing it to show up. When we're constantly fighting against it and worrying about putting out the fires that I talk about, when we do that every time, 3D looks like it's not what I want. That does not make sense to me how that could ever mean I'm going to get what I want. It doesn't have to make sense to you. And that's where some of you are getting hung up. Naturally, our human ego side, we like to have the full spectrum of every single inch of how manifestation works. We want to do that with pretty much everything. But for most of us, we don't know how our car is actually working. And I say most because I know you mechanics do, or people who know shit about cars, you do. But the rest of us, like me, I don't. I can pop the hood, put my oil in, or look at my oil, refill my windshield washer shit. But other than that, I don't have a clue how that vehicle is working, but it works. It gets me from point A to point B. I don't know how it works. I don't know why. I might, drive down the road through a bunch of mud and it splashes all over my car. I don't like it. I don't like how it looks on my car. But my car's still working. My car's still running. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, granted, we got to come up with a different example for you guys who do know how cars work. But you get the gist of what I'm saying. That you don't always know the how your manifestation is going to come. You don't. But you know manifestation works, or at least I hope you do. Or you might have, at minimum, the hope that it works. But you don't have to always know the how. It isn't always for you to have the logical explanation of how you're getting your person back. Your job is to just put your focus on you being back together with your person. I know if you're manifesting money and bills start coming in and you start getting triggered and upset because you're trying to put your focus on money and your 3D is showing you everything but the opposite of that. I know that is uncomfortable and it doesn't look like you're getting your manifestation. And we might not be able in the moment to logically explain how that money's going to come to you. But we know at minimum that manifestation works. People have successes with manifestation every day. So there is no rhyme or reason of what qualifications of the person you have to be in order to manifest. It's allowable and usable and is being used by every single person on this planet. It's working for you. It will work for you. But don't, as I always say, be fooled by your 3D and assume, because your logical mind cannot figure out how this is taking you from point A to point B. But it is. It is. Your job is just to keep your focus on B. Let life happen. Let the 3D move along. So to summarize, when you're getting upset or triggered or don't understand or are confused by whatever circumstances are happening in your 3D now, or if maybe nothing's happening and you're feeling like nothing's happening, whatever your 3D is showing you right now, I want you to know that somehow, some way, it's going to still lead you to your point B. Point B's manifestation. Try not to look at the 3D from that strict mindset that point A is you now and point B is the version of you or has their shit. It's not always a straight, perfect road. Sometimes there's some windiness, which is all based on you. The more we get triggered, the more we lose ourselves, the more we question everything, the more we try to control every single aspect. Putting out fires, messing with the middle. Makes our road a little bit more windy. But when we focus on nothing but our end goal and allow life to just happen, let it flow, let it go. Not let the manifestation go. You don't have to stop thinking about your manifestation. If anything, that should be your focus. I'm getting what I want. Nothing to worry about. Live your life. Don't let this 3D tell you you're not getting what you want. Don't let the 3D make you feel like it's not going to manifest. That is where people fall off the mark. It's not always a linear experience. You might have some winding roads. You don't want the winding roads? You want it to be a little more easier? You want it to be shorter? Just know you are the God of your reality. Put your focus there. Put your number 2 focus on what it would be like to be the version of you that has exactly what you want. And know that every single thing out here is reconfiguring, recalibrating to bring you your stuff, to bring it to you, because nothing can stop you because you are God. You have these desires because they're yours. They're meant for you. And on that note, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Don't let the 3D, doesn't matter if SP says they don't want you. It doesn't matter if another bill came in. I know they're stressful, but your job is to be over here and remember your God. Things will change. Don't be thrown off. Love you all. See you all tomorrow.